Good evening, folks. Good evening. Good evening, Samson to Librapa Radio. We're here again tonight to have fun with you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And we pray that all of us having a wonderful day as well. And we're here again to discuss about Liberia and all things Liberia. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in tonight. For those of you that are just tuning in or yet to come, please, when you come, or if you're already here, please share the video, share it to as many people as possible, so they will be part of the conversation here tonight. I want to thank all of you again for joining us tonight. It's a wonderful thing to be on a Thursday afternoon. That's what we do. We talk about what is happening in our country. And sometimes things become a little bit distracted. Sometimes things become a little bit confused. But we will continue to spread it out. What we will not do is to lie, whether we're for or against any government officials or any government policy. We will not lie. We will be truthful. And from there, I want to say thank you. Please share this video to as many brothers and sisters that are going to be joining us here tonight. It's wonderful to have you on here. The panelists, hopefully, they will be joining us here tonight as well. But let's go ahead and go on safety. Safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening for bringing us together. We ask that our life be extended, my Lord. Continue to guide us. Continue to give us the opportunity. We thank you, my Lord. We thank you for everything. Oh, we thank you for things yet to come. We have faith in you that those good things are on our way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My Lord, will come before you again tonight to say that the Republic of Liberia be blessed in your name. That the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed through you. My Lord, we ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. President Joseph Boakai, extend his life. Whatever door he touches, blessing. Whichever door he knocks, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. My Lord, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for all that you have done and continue to do for all of us. We put Liberia in your hands every night because it's what we have. And we believe you have helped Liberia before. We believe through you the gun went silent. And you know how to put things to rest. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. My Lord, as we come again tonight, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks, thank you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Well, once again, find ourselves being thrust into the spears of this drug issue. But we will continue to say, we heard the president saying today, nobody gonna be untouched. If you are involved, you have yourself to be blamed. If you are not involved, they might even come to investigate, but that you'll be exonerated. One of the things, I was on the social media all day, perusing here and there. One of the things that I realized is that everyone, in fact, most of the people that were involved on the whole page that I went, they want some arrest. They want an arrest. I too want an arrest. But at what cost? At the cost of violating someone else's civil liberty? Because you want an arrest? because the public demand an arrest. And this is what I say. The public demand an arrest, and the public is not happy with this government. I'm not happy with this government either. And it's not because the government is not. Let me show you. Let's be truthful. It's not because the government is not doing its job, but the job they're doing is not being explained to the people of the Republic of Liberia. And the opposition or whoever it is improvising, and the Liberians are holding on to rumors. They come from airport now. They go to Freeport. Now they're all on yellow machines that were coming on next. And the government just sit there. You got people who are getting paid to do these kinds of work. But they believe that the silence will explain to the Liberian people that the government is working. The president have to take the podium today and talk. Most of the time we don't even see him. This is very sad. I think if the president is unable to respond to these things, if the president is unable to talk on these issues, let him designate the vice president. Let the vice president take charge on this. They're killing us. Those of us that support this rescue agenda, they're killing us. We are unable to tell the developmental agenda, the thing that this government have been doing and continue to do. We can't talk about it. Are you going to pass about the drive? If I come here tonight, start showing you all of the good work the government doing in terms of infrastructure and things like that. Is what a drug issue? What a drug issue. Because the way they started, I said it last and I will say again. If this drug issue is not handled properly, it's going to derail the train. It doesn't matter who was ahead. Yourself, President Weah, and President Weah is the most popular Liberian ever. He's still popular. But he was defeated. He was defeated. Not because they want the people really, oh, President Waka, oh, Ambassador Waka. No. He was defeated because of his behavior of his administration. The policy was not working, and they saw the bad thing the people in the administration were doing. The same thing here. How did we get here with the drugs issue? How did we get here with the drugs issue? The Chief Justice need to go deep into his judiciary, into this, and find out who's doing what, who's releasing who to these kinds of stuff. It's not helping us. And I don't expect myself to come here every night to sit down here and act like white chicken and what. No. Cocaine is not Liberians' forte. When I was growing up in Monrovia, as you're coming from Monrovia going up Crown Hill, right before you get to the Crown Hill Cinema, there used to be a building. It's still there, but it's ugly now. I saw it the last time. The building on your right hand side that they say, oh, the minister then used to go and at that time they call it white powder. I've never heard of anything like that. I don't know until I came in the country what a white powder was. But they will tell you that rich people own a color, but a white. What time we see the white powder here? I can see color there and things like that, but what time we see the white powder, my people? All the rich people. This drug business been with us for a very long time. But it was being managed at the time. Because of the Civil War and because of our own greed behavior. Greedy people in charge of government institutions. We're doomed. We're doomed unless we have a real rescue. Not the Flakaje rescue here. President Waka brought real rescue. And it's been taken over by people who turn the rescue business into Flakaje. It's no longer the train, the wheel of the train are all falling apart. The rescue train, all the train wheel. Look what Terry said the other day. It was so sad. I don't cut him off and be a detective at that point because it hurts me for him, for Terry, my Terry, the rescue to come out and say, what are they doing? We don't see anything. I gotta put him out. Okay, it was hurting me. It's the same thing here. What are we doing, my people? What you were saying about Mr. Toe, you don't know? You sit down in Sacramento, the government here, many of you that are watching will say thank you. Thank you all 2,000, 222 of you will say thank you very much. Continue to stay with us. We'll do our best and to make sure you get the best information here as well. But we sit here and say, what happened? What is going on? Do we not have response to this thing? We beat women up. We beat children up. We beat movie star, musician. We beat them because they got small marijuana with them. But they want 19 million. We ain't got nobody. And the public is asking for an arrest. This is where the mistake gonna come. They're gonna make an arrest to please the public because they put President Barker in a bubble, and they're gonna make an arrest to please the public. And guess what? The judiciary is not going to allow you to get away with operating and violating people's rights. They will say, no, you got the wrong person or the person have nothing on it, goodbye. Then that's the end of the drug issue. You all go and how these things come to the country, my people. You know, the other day I was thinking to myself, because every time I go when I'm coming by, I bring suitcase full of fish, dry fish. But what they kind of nonsense, I think my fish eating business is over. My fish eating day business is over because you bring any fish here, they will slow you down in Belgium. They will take all your fish and open it up one by one, one by one. If you're not careful, you're gonna miss your flight and pay additional money to come to your family because of fish. I'm not doing dry fish business again, sir. When I go to Liberia, I come back nothing. Nothing. The only thing I will bring thing where everybody can see in my hand. Come, I will not be dragged into the nonsense here. Just because somebody want quick buck, go and work. But many of you who have the job, you're stealing still. Then what's about the person who don't even have job? Say, oh, look at the people. I will try to make quick money too. What is it? Government job is the means of making money now. It's no more considered service to the people. No more considered service to the people. So what I've decided to do is this. Monday, this whole, this whole weekend, I will do my best to go into my archive and bring in all the video that I can get my hand on a person back at, making statement here, making statement there. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do. Let me bring in Namwe, who has just joined me here. Because I invited him, I extended an invitation to him the other day because tonight, the Musa Ability Night. And I hope they will be able to help me out to understand these things. So I'm just saying the drug issue, we will not be, we can't, last week I told myself and I told my audience I was not going to discuss it because I consider it to be a distraction. But it's no longer that. It's a failure. And if we're not careful, some of us that defend the government call ourselves Rescue 1, Rescue 2, Rescue 3. If we're not careful, we'll become a dump part of rescue. Rescue 1, dump part. Rescue 2, dump part. Rescue 3, dump part. They pour all the trash in our rescue train. We will not have the ability to rescue anything because the wheel will be falling off of the train. How are you going to rescue nobody? How are you going to rescue anybody? You can't push the train. You need wheel. The wheels are falling apart. Then you say, people say, well, Mr. Todd, hold on now. We still got 3 more years to go. Okay, if that's the case, I say thank you for calming me down. Now, good evening. Thank you for joining us. I sent an invitation here the last time we were here, asking you to join me tonight because I'm going to be talking about some of the role process that municipality have engaged in, what I believe to be very much damaging to the environment. With all regard from everything that I've seen so far, municipality and his people have no regard for the environment. Everything that I've seen and their construction process. Why municipality is doing this free, which is commendable. I mean, we should be very grateful to him. But those who are responsible to make sure money don't go to waste, Flaka J, and I will share that with you. Is that what you're here for tonight, or you here for the drug business?
Well, it is good to be with you, Liberal. You had said you had some information, to share with the public on what the CMC is doing in Liberia. So I'll be glad to talk about that, and I'll also be glad to talk to you, with you, and our audience on what is happening in Liberia. I think the overriding right now issue, amongst others, is of course the drug situation. What is happening. As you know, there was a hearing yesterday on Capitol Hill, the Senate. So I'm not sure if you've talked about that yet, but yeah, I'll be glad to also talk to you about those. So I'm glad to be here with you.
So this is what I'm gonna do. Let's go ahead and get the drug business out of the way.
Sure.
Then our second round, second half, if you still stick around, we will talk about municipality uh, process want to help, but in the process hurting Liberia environmentally. We'll discuss that. But let me hear from you on the drugs issue. What do you think of it? What I mean, of course, you're going to speak to me from a opposition perspective, which I don't mind that being truthful. But let's hear from you on this here.
Well, if you know the CMC's first statement that was issued on this, uh, we we caution everybody, not to politicize this. We thought this is an existential threat to the republic, and therefore, we're still encouraging everybody to bring to the table a suggestion that will help us move forward. So, all of the input that we've made so far has been with the intention, the best intentions of helping to resolve the matter. But having said that, I mean, don't take this from me. This was not even in the House. This was in the Senate. If you follow the hearing yesterday, I mean, I don't know what is more frightening: the incompetence, that was on display, um, the shallow attempt at cover up that was at the Capitol building. Whichever way you want to take it. Look, yesterday we learned at the Capitol building, one, that the LDEA does not have an office at RIA. Can you believe that? They don't have an office at Sekou Dukule's operation, NPA. Can you believe that? We also learned that they get everything they want. The senators were saying whenever the budget comes up for debate, they haggle with all other things except the security budget. They just approve it as is. So they get the support. And then we were hearing that since February, the LDA has been trying to procure a scanner. Those things they have at the airport, TSA, where you put your luggage through.
Hmm.
Apparently, since February, we haven't been able to procure this. Why? So I think this whole drug thing is a massive failure on several fronts. Massive failure on the front of the LDEA, a massive failure on the front of the Liberian National Police and IG Gregory Coleman. It's a massive failure on the president, because Look, this man removed Steven Zago from immigration, okay? Because he did not put Samuel 12 in handcuffs. And for what? $6.2 million investigation. Here we are. We're talking $20 million investigation. They can find Michael Brown. You listened to the people yesterday? They said Michael Brown was in detention already on another drug related matter. When this issue broke, this $20 million, the people went to get him to investigate. He was sprung. Nobody knows where he is. And Snow is saying he can bet his job on it that this man was not released on any judge's order. So if you put it all together, liberal, it's a lot that could be said about this. But I can tell you, this is an embarrassment to the country, to this government, to the rescue team. I will see how we'll get out of it. Again, we do the best we can not to politicize it. We're just speaking the facts as they are, and just marveling at the massive failure on all levels, incompetence, unwilling, incapable, or all of the above. It's been almost a month. We don't even have a suspect yet. We got people of interest. Some of them they bring in detention, they relieve them on their own reconnaissance. This is not a billable offense. They let them go home in the night and then they come. Are you kidding me? But back to you, liberal, because I know you will have a pushback on this.
No, no, we're here to discuss. I mean, like I said, now because at this point, whatever you guys, the opposition, come up with, whatever narrative opposition is coming up with, there's not much pushback because the government are supposed to give information and allow themselves to be ahead of it. They're dragging behind it. And so everything else they're going to do, they're answering questions instead of explaining and having opposition to follow you. We have allowing the opposition to lead us. So I don't have much pushback. The only thing I can say here, Namwe, is that the uh, the government people are asking. If you go on social media all day, even in Grand Jida, they're asking that there must be arrest. And my question, even from you guys as opposition, there should be an arrest by now. Are we not going to allow the investigation based on an investigation to have an arrest? We will just arrest because we want to please the audience. And if you do that, my argument is if you do that, you're the
Right.
government, you have the right to do that. But if you do that and you go to court, whoever's going to be arrested, whoever going to be arrested, you cannot defend that if you are unable to defend that person walk, and that's the end of your drug case. So but at this point, for me to sit here with a straight face and say let's give the government latitude, I've been crying on this latitude for so long. I think at this point I will not call for latitude anymore.
Good
We're
for
giving
you.
I think the people are giving the government a long rope. Uh, but at the same time, I want us to be mindful in our demand, in our expectation. Because if the government can use our expectation to blindfold us, they can use our expectation to come out down and arrest somebody else or bring somebody's name in it, knowing fully well that the court is not going to support that. And then here goes, then they will rush the case to court. The person spend 1 or 2 weeks in jail. The next week they go to court, and the court said, "What's your evidence?" And they come bring in some sort of a flimsy evidence, and the court will say, "There's nothing here." And then here we go again with another $100 million bus when people go to, scot free. We have the evidence, but we don't know how these people are connected with it. And most of the people that know these things that's supposed to be telling Liberian people, they are not saying nothing. They allow people to improvise. They allow people to bring out rumors because it doesn't matter whether there's a leak from the government institution bringing these documents on social media and what have you. As long they are not officially explained by the government, those are rumors. Those are rumors. The government needs to stay ahead of this thing. But like I said, this thing here, if the government is not, one of the things that I have respect for the opposition at this point is that they refuse, they know the government is in deep trouble on this drug business. But the opposition themselves are quite aware that these things affect the citizenry of the Republic of Liberia, for which they want to take the lead of. And therefore, they are not coming with their Tabata core opposition statement. They are being very intentional in whatever pronouncement they make. And I respect them for that. Because if it was the same old opposition from the last time, by this time they will be wandering all into this thing, the drug business. They will be making from their press conference to that press conference and everything else. But they are very intentional in how they approach this because they know this is not just an ordinary political issue. This is life altering situation. How these things comes to the country, who's in control? Is the security apparatus in the tank, or as other people suggested today, since this morning, that the yellow machine can drugs. And the yellow machine. Some of them, I believe, that they're still in Abidjan, coming through this is just rep with opposition. I mean, not opposition, but means to give a narrative from a opposition perspective. But the main leaders of the opposition themselves, I believe they have instructed their folks. You can talk, but you got to be careful what you say. Don't just blabber mouth. Come with some hardcore evidence, and I respect them for that. But now let's hear from you on this here, and then we can move on to Musa ability stuff that I've invited you here for.
Yeah, first of all, good for you that you finally run out of what you say you call it latitude. I think that's what you call it, or you finally become indignant over the failures of this government. I'm glad
That's
that
why I
you
say that your
that
own
you
word.
finally,
That
and
your
then,
own word.
I
That,
always told you there is always space for you on the other side. You're welcome
that's
to the
why I told you. I don't say
welcome,
it. I don't say the government
welcome,
failure. You're
welcome to
just speaking the truth
welcome to the
now.
light. Welcome to the light. But let me tell you this. First of all, you say, should we arrest everybody? And I understand you for saying that. Here's the thing, though. Most of the startling revelations are coming from within. Right? The government gave us Imai Zion. I'm sure you remember that name in the very first days of this thing. Where is Imai Zion? They gave us that name. But then when the real croaker, because they were giving up God bless first, when Peter King and Paul King and Michael Bryan, other people come out, what are they doing? They send them home to go drink pepper soup, sleep in their bed, and then in the day they take their time, drink their coffee, and then they come in. In the process, evidence is being destroyed. People are getting missing. You understand me? But the opposition, we look, and like I said earlier, our first statement on this, we still stand by that, is for us to rally around the government. We want our government to work, to function like a government should. That's all we are asking for. And we know this is a difficult situation, but I think it is being made unnecessarily difficult by what you just said, the apparent lack of will to move forward. And they cover up, you know. And it's clear now that the weight of the drug, you're an engineer, 237 kilograms, that's at 2.2 pounds, that's almost 5 bags of rice you're talking about. You don't just lift 5 bags of rice and move that weight around like that. How so, but I will leave it with you guys, but we will not rest on this. In the meantime, as I'm passing it on to you, I want you to know that the international community is beginning to take action. I think you are aware 2 or so days ago, Delta now has blacklisted us. They have imposed, they were not coming to Liberia, but at least they were bringing our cargo and other stuff. But that industry is an industry that believes in solidarity. If Delta is going to start imposing sanctions on us, MS Brussels, which is the one major European flight that's coming to Liberia. There's no telling. I mean, obviously we know why they come to Liberia. They're not coming to Liberia to bring passengers. They come to take out the load that they return with. But sooner or later, we're gonna have a lot more, load of what I'm talking about coming down on Liberia. We don't want that to happen. When you have to leave here and go to Grand Guinea, we want you to go and sail smoothly and come back. We don't want you to be pulled off the line and subjected to additional screening, take you in the back room, take all your clothes off, bend you over, little children, poke all in your, what I'm talking about, and then let you sit down until you miss your connecting flight, and embarrass you. We don't want all of that to happen. So we're urging our people. Unfortunately, this time the information that is available did not come from them. We understand it came from people outside of Liberia, so they cannot hide it because they don't have the original tape to burn it, to throw it away. So we're just watching y'all. But in the meantime, we are going to make sure you guys do the right thing, because when you go down on this, all of us are going to go down. And so our faith is tied together on this one.
Thank you, Namwe. Again, folks, Samson told Namwe has agreed to join us here tonight. We appreciate it. Namwe, let's now that we have gotten the drug business out of the way, let me ask you this: what else on your plate here that you care to divulge to us here tonight? If it's
Well,
something you want.
I,
By the way,
I,
how your CWA doing?
CMC,
I said CWA.
CMC, we're doing great. Uh, yeah, it's okay. We know we're a new party on the block, so people are still getting used to it, but we're doing great. Our the interest in what we do is really astounding. We're the fastest growing political party right now in Liberia. We've been around less than 2 years. Our numbers are great. You know, and so we're doing the best we can uh, to introduce ourselves. That's why you see us, hopping from one platform to the other. I was just on the closing argument how to get off to come here and meet with you. Sometimes I go and focus on Liberia. Dr. Richardson is on the Spoon Network. Jacob Jala is on the Spoon Network. So we do the best we can because we know we're starting from behind the curve. Excuse me. So we do the best we can, every opportunity given to us to tell our people what we're about. And then we also let our deeds, precede us. You know what we are. We're in Bong. You say we will talk about that. We're in Nimba. We're in Lofa. We're in Margibi. We're in Bapulu. We're in the western part of Liberia. Pretty soon we're moving to the southeast where you and I are from, so that the next time you drive from Sacre Pied to Totan or to Zvedru or to Kanwiken or to Tatuken or to Kaluken, it'll probably take you less than five hours, because I see people celebrating 9 hours on a 100-mile road, and that's how we're celebrating. I don't know, liberal. I don't know. This minimalist approach to development is not our style, but MCMC is doing great. Thanks for asking.
Thank you. How are you guys with your Musability project that we're going to be discussing here today? Do you care to call one of your engineers, somebody who perhaps would be able to push back on me strongly from an engineering perspective? Because I'm going to
Um,
go a little bit deeper tonight.
yeah,
So, but if
if,
you can handle it, I'm all for it. I just don't
if
want
that
to
is
say.
yeah,
Go ahead.
let's go ahead. If that is I would need a little bit of turnaround time,
Okay.
but I can if it means we may have to do a
What
part
if we don't
two.
have to go into it tonight? Because
No, let's
uh,
go ahead. Let's do it.
okay, okay, okay.
Because I don't want your rescue two to come on here, or the other mosquito rescue three. You understand? You soon call. You know, I
You
mean,
already on you. You already the
these
restaurant
people,
mosquito
rescue. They got
mosquito rescue.
rescue nephew.
About
Rescue
rescue three, you
uncle.
call him mosquito. You
Mosquito.
on your own.
Rescue
So
mosquito was soon call. And
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, let's go ahead. Whatever I can answer, then I will return. I'm not an engineer, you know, so I'll do the best I can.
I'm gonna come from a thing from a two different perspective. One of them will be from my own engineering background, civil engineering, roadway specific background, and the other one will be from putting my foot in my mouth background. So I will be talking both sides of my mouth here tonight. But on a very serious note, what I want to talk about is not necessarily criticizing. And I am yet to be contacted by your group, which doesn't mean anything to me anyway, because apparently they don't think I got anything to offer anyhow. So why would they even want to contact me? And if you are quite aware, I've been on here praising Musa ability to say he's doing a good job, in which he has been doing a very great, very a good job in that um, he uses his own resources, his own money, his own money to improve the livelihood of Liberians, which is something that we're all very grateful for, because I mean he's not waiting for the government, and so he's doing these things, building bridges, specifically building bridges and things like that, for the smooth movement of our people. He owes nobody that. He's already been elected. So it doesn't mean that you have to do this in order to be elected. Far from it. Far from it. However, I also believe that if you're going to do these things, okay, all right, let me digress a little bit. Let me bring in Rescue Two. Let's see if
Oh
Rescue Two
boy.
can
Okay.
respond.
Okay.
Let me bring in Rescue Two. Rescue Two, you had a tabat. Why am I running away? Nabwe run away straight. Rescue Two, you heard it. Tabatat Nabwe were talking here. You can't respond to this.
Well, I was not really following. I myself, I just in and out. I got to go pick up my daughter. Today Thursday.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, and all of that. But yeah, good evening, Labor, and to Mr. Nambe.
All right, Nabwe come by. Rescue Three say, or Rescue Two say, he got anything to say. So come by. Come by, show yourself, so we are going to Musa. But thank you, Terry. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. What's on your plate, sir?
uh, what's on my plate?
Yes.
Well, yeah. So that's everything going on in the country, the drugs issue, blah blah blah, and all of that. I was hearing the RG. I think we just need to give them chance to do what they do. I know that it's difficult for Mr. Nangbe then to, to give this one to the government to let them pass through. But obviously, this is what the opposition is supposed to do. I don't expect anything lesser than this. In fact, I expect more pressure. You see, because that's what the opposition is supposed to do. The government now is under the pressure to prove them wrong. And that is where the government will regain her credibility. And she have to do that. Otherwise, she's gonna go down. The opposition gonna keep beating the iron until it goes down because the iron hot. So if they don't beat it, I'm sorry. If they allow the government to turn this around, it's not gonna be good for them. So I expect them to beat it. The only thing, unfortunately, that is that I really enjoy the RG. The RG performed very well at
The man
at
could
the at the
perform
play.
very well. He called Samuel Koga Need that performing well.
Miss Libra, the man called Samuel Koga name. The man said you talking foolishly, and Samuel Koga was talking foolishly. Samuel Koga said,
He
as a
said you are
senator,
talking what? Loosely?
foolishly, loosely,
Fully?
yeah, loosely,
Loosely.
loosely.
Okay.
And,
Samuel
and
Coker is a senator.
right. So I can tell you you're talking loosely when you're talking loosely.
No, but
I got it
what's the
right to tell you that.
no, no, you see, this is what I'm saying. We have to respect the institution. You can't be serving the government and act like Donald Trump, Secretary of Defense, or Secretary of go over and start insulting those people. That's those
That is
kinds
not
of
an
stuff.
insult,
That
liberal.
no, you're talking loosely. That means you're not responsible.
No, that means your talk is not placed well. You're not speaking from a perspective
Hello,
where
No,
you
no, no,
have
no, no, no,
res,
control.
Terry, Terry.
hello,
If you're
uh,
talking loosely,
hello.
your ideas are not even coming together
Yeah, they're not.
to
Yeah,
make
but that's
sense.
what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. To me, so you're going to tell the senator that he's talking, what he believed to be talking
Liberal.
about the Liberian issue, then he say it's
The senator said that if the president suspend all the people that were in front of him that they called to investigate, they will find out that the president will find out that those people who he suspended are all part of the drug cartel. That's what he said. So that's what Gregory Coleman said, but this is a loose talking
why Gregory
because you're
Kumakulu
accusing
asking
people
to
with
produce
no
evidence.
evidence.
Why Gregory Kumakulu
That
asking to bring in evidence?
but Gregory should ask him to produce evidence. How
No,
can
but
you make
you don't
statement
say
as
you're
a senator
talking
without
loosely.
backing?
What if the man have evidence?
What
You
is
still
evidence? He
no,
didn't
but
produce
that's
it.
not it. You can't assume, Terry. Or why Gregory Kuma going to say, sir, we are investigating. And if you can aid
That
the
why
investigating process, we would like to have that. What you're saying, if you have any evidence to support your claim, we would like to have that.
but that's
That's how
what
you
Gregory
deal with.
said.
But you don't come and
Gregory
say
said
you're
you don't have
talking loosely.
evidence to that's
Gregory
loose
Kuma
talk.
don't know that. Terry,
Remember,
don't
even
support
myself,
that.
if
Don't
I sit
support
down
that.
over there, Koga say that thing, I will tell him you're talking loosely and apologize to him afterward. That's what Gregory did. But then I would have already told him what I had to tell him. Because that's
Okay.
loose talk. Look at
All
all
right.
the senators, look at and Snow. Look at or what he need. Even I get problem with Snow, but look at how Snow conducted himself. Who told you that we ourselves can accuse these people, these RG, and say, "Oh yeah, you got they will look at you to be suspicious." Yes, you can do that but in front of television, you supposed to present the government. You already part of the government. Then you telling the country, you accusing the RG in front of TV before the whole entire republic that these people, every one of them sitting down over there, they are culpable to the crime. You know what kind of speculation it will give the public about the people who they invited, who's supposed to be stakeholders, not stakeholders, but who's supposed to be representing the government? You shaming the executive. You don't have that authority to do that. Your work is to oversight and share, check and balance. Your work is not to accuse the executive appointee of the president that they are corporate to the crime in question, knowing that this is a investigation ongoing involving $20 million cocaine drug. Then you telling the whole public that these people are the ones that bringing the drug in the country. That's what you're trying to say. So even me, if I were the RG, I would tell you, say you're talking loosely. Then they tell me to apologize. I say, oh, Papa, I beg you, I beg. I say, I'm sorry. But my word will go already. That's just my own.
You're rescue on rescue. Two, you're muted.
Labor, you muted. You
Yeah,
muted, Labor. We're not hearing you.
but just so you know, I hear rescue on
Now we
rescue.
go ahead. In the meantime, if you want to invite people to get with us on the ability thing that I'm going to be talking about here, I would appreciate it. But go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
So, my brother, rescue two, quote unquote, say we must give the people time to investigate, right? But, look, since February 11 of the first year, this person was sworn in January. Since February 11, and the AFL when they took to the street, that investigation is ongoing. We don't know the end of that investigation. B. Martin shooting, that investigation is still ongoing. We don't know the end of that investigation. The Capitol building fire, that investigation is still ongoing. We don't know the end of that investigation. Stan Jackson, Lid White. Well, how many investigations will we allow these people to continue, Terry? How many times are we? how much time we have to wait? I mean, it's only 6 years they got. Then we must wait for them again to investigate this $20 million drug investigation. I don't know if Terry and the Liberian people have that kind of patience anymore. You know, so you talk about Coca. Look, what Coca? Look, you saw the body language on the floor there. The LDEA director, he's interim, he's acting. The man practically checks out. You could read the body language. He resigned. Then he did not resign, but the war on the street is that he actually resigned. You could see how disinterested and uninvolved as that man was. All Koga was saying was, these people, you can't have acting people in this capacity, or maybe you need to confirm this man or put somebody else in or something else. I don't know if he talked about they being compromised, but I think that's the point he was making. And for the IG to tell the senator he was talking loosely, I think that was totally out of he was totally out of control. And I'm surprised they didn't hold him in contempt. I think we should address each other, professionally. So, I don't know, Terry. I don't know.
Mr. Nangwe,
This
how
drug
you
thing
hold
here,
a
we
man in
discuss.
contempt that is providing security for you? How
Yeah,
you holding me in contempt? I who provide security for you holding me in contempt?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. Terry, anything else you want to discuss?
Yeah, the thing here that I said that give them chance because the RG himself committed himself. That is the reason why the Senate came up to a conclusion. Even myself, I'm speculative. I'm saying in myself, I hope that our police RG, our justice minister, they're not in a drug thing. But I'm not going to say it as a city senator. I'm not going to accuse my RG that depending on to provide security for me before television in front of the whole nation of being culpable to the crime in question. I'm not going to do that in front of TV.
The
But
man
I
who
will
jumped
say it in the
over Prince
background,
Johnson
right?
ballot that the person is scared, the man
But
scared
that
for
was the
security
RG
business.
addressing based
Yeah,
upon the way he came.
yeah,
The way he presented and said, how the RG addressing.
yeah,
So when they told
yeah,
the RG to apologize, the RG said, okay, Papa, I'm sorry. But the war had gone. But here's the thing,
yeah.
Libra.
So the whole thing we're
The
talking here,
RG,
that what
the
we're talking.
RG, the RG committed himself to the house. That is the me cashier that made me to say the RG presented well. That one me, I can't come with a counter. You know me when I get ready, I will come with fire. But here is the thing. I get in 3 weeks myself to see what the president will come up with to see the thing. Because like what Mr. Nangbe say, I agree with Mr. Nangbe. So my thing is, since they say they were going to arrest, that is what the RG said to the press, to what her name, to the house. That
Wait,
we
Daryl,
but
you
we
give
give
them
you
three
all
weeks.
a
3 weeks that
week.
already passed, or you giving an additional 3 weeks? What do you mean giving them 3 weeks?
No, I'm saying from the RG perspective now, right?
Okay,
That
okay,
within days, that is what they told the Liberian people before the Senate. That
okay,
within coming days, we already have suspects, we already have persons of interest. We will
okay.
make arrests, we will effectuate arrests. That's what we want to see. If they do not present that within the period he said they will, then we have the problem. Myself will come on the network here and tell you, say, I'm not satisfied with my government. That's my position.
Are
You
you there
see,
yet or not yet?
I'm not there yet. That's why I say I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt to shoot themselves in the leg. So my position is, say he are committed to the House of Senate, that look, we got all these things going on, and we got these people who are going to indict them, and we got suspects we're going to arrest them, blah blah blah. My thing is, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and see how far it's going to go.
Okay. Now wait, you want coming again?
No, I think I'm good on this. Liberal,
Okay.
rescue Almighty. I think
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Were you able to get in touch with anybody that want to join you on this?
I like to do it from Monrovia, but as you know, it's almost 1 o'clock now in
Okay.
Monrovia.
All right.
So, I mean, if we have
So
to, we can.
if they watch it and they think they have a response to it, they can contact you, and you guys can contact me. We can rehash that.
That sounds
But
good. Sounds good.
I just want to make sure that because I don't want to take advantage of anybody to say, oh yeah, Nabwe, I'm not engineer, why you let Nabwe defend that? No, Nabwe is a very smart person.
But
Very, very intelligent person. He can
you
handle
know
it.
that my skill I already hold into my chest, then you come and expose it. That would be my skill, you know, I'm not engineer, so I don't know what you're talking about. If I can answer it.
All right. So now we thank you, Terry. I went. Since Musa Ability left the here the last time I met him over there in Baltimore, there was an agreement that he told me in person that he was going to contact me, and that has not happened, which is no big deal. I have nothing, I don't have any money to give Musa Ability. I mean, so there's no reason for him to contact me anyway. But oh, my man, you in BI just in the CEO town. Why you doing what? Why you stay in total? Why you go way over there to CEO town for? That's rolling. But anyway, however, Terry and Namwe, I've always been on this platform here to say Musa Ability is just doing a wonderful, wonderful job. In that he has taken upon himself to use his money to construct bridges and to connect roads for our people to have a free movement, which is much, much more not only moving material or products to farm, market, whatever, but that give our people the opportunity to move around. In other words, Musa Ability is championing the Constitution, which allows people to be able to move freely. You can say it, it's on a paper, the people are allowed to move from anywhere, one place to another, but Musa Ability is affecting that. He's taking it from the pages of the Constitution, from my perspective, and putting it in reality. Say the Constitution say our people must be allowed to go anywhere they want to go. But this is what I'm going to do. I will provide that opportunity for them to use that and move around. However, Musa Ability, on the other hand, but mind you now, he's using his own money to do that. So I'm going to share this here, and we're going to be on the side. Okay. This is Musa Ability on one of his. Okay, all right. Okay, Terry. Well, thank you. Thank you. This is, but Terry, I hope you'll be listening. This is Musa Ability on one of his job site. Okay. Which I really do appreciate. He's not sitting in Monrovia. He's out in the sun and rain to make sure the project are done properly with his money. However, he's not a construction expert. He has nothing in it. He's not a engineer. He's not a bridge engineer or what have you. But look at this. Let's look at this. This, if you look back there, these are cement, bag of cement. This is sand. And if you look here, this is a machine, the mixer, for the concrete work. Okay. If you look on this side, you will find the young people, the country, how do you call it, the construction worker. They're using the sand here to mix with the concrete and what have you. The first thing I look here, I look at the forest back there. I look here. I see the dirt over here. There's nothing here. And if you are to scroll back on this side, you will see the river back here, where our people depend on to drink the water and eat the fish from here. You have no anything here to stop when it's raining and it's raining season now, for this material to go, for this material and the cement that are going to be mixing to go into the river. No protection, no wallows, nothing here. Okay. Here you can see this is going to be the bridge area. This is the bridge area. Why are we going on this side? Most likely they decide to be like a detour. They're using this for people to leave from here and go on this side for now. But look at this. Look at this damage. Look at the environmental damage that is happening here. Who is here from the environmental group that will say, Musa Belete, we can't do this, we can't do that? Look at it. Look at it. No wallows. And wallows, and I'll put that up later. Wallows are stuff you use to protect the environment. Nothing here. They're just doing it nilly willy. Because if for example, if this are being guided by Environmental Protection Agency, most of these things will never happen. I don't believe. Let's go on. This is the most dangerous one. You see the bulldozer? They call it Caterpillar Bicone. Okay, this is D. I believe this is D12. Okay, SD22. Okay, SD22. But look what happened here. Look in the river. You see the tree in the river? Where's that tree gonna go? Why are we and the bank of the river is gone? It's not like they're putting the bridge across here now, mind you. Because if they were clearing it for the bridge across here, you would know. But they're doing it. I don't know exactly what the deal is here. But my concern is this. Musa Ability is spending all that money for us to have this type of damage, environmental damage. And sadly, they put these things on Facebook. I got this thing from their page. And to have Musa Ability knee associated with this kinds of damage, serious damage to the environment, for someone who we know is spending his own money, it's a concern. Let me show you some more. So here is a sand dune here. So this area I show you already. Okay, I show you already. They have a road here that's supposed to go with the bridge across there. So why were they clearing the other place? No clue. Let's go ahead. Here, this is a bridge that they're putting on, and they're supposed to fill in the abutment of this bridge. They're supposed to fill in the abutment of this bridge, and they're doing it now. But look here. You see what this is? It's a piece of stick that's holding the lintel up. Look at the concrete work that they have done. You see how it's breaking already? Now you tell me when this job is done with this kinds of big hole that they steel Musa Ability have purchased. Look how white this concrete is. The mixed design alone is faulty. In other words, you got more sand in this than you do have materials of concrete, cement. But that's not all. They are putting a floor here, which I don't mind. They're using bamboo, readily available material from Bicone. That's fine. I have no issue. They have the piers over here, a column of piers that goes across. That's fine. To support that, that's fine. They have the abutment. They have the wing wall here. That is not fine because if you have a wing wall that they've separated with these kinds of joint, it indicates to me that this is not a serious business. Because if they're going to fill this back in, the pressure of the soil here, you want to tell me this joint is designed to hold this pressure? It's going to fail. And that's why when you see wing wall, they are monolithic. They go pull all the way out. They don't separate them so that the soil weight that goes against the wing wall will be balanced. But they're not. Let's go on. Yeah, here's a wing wall I told you about. Yeah. Here's it down here. The bottom of it, monolithic. Let's look at this one. Let's look over here. Look at their workmanship. Look at this. So they have a plank like they do here. They have a plank here. The same thing here. They pull and pull. Okay. Why is this thing not 1 day pull? Why is it not 2 days pull? You want to tell me you can't get Wawa to go all the way down? The separation here is a holding. This ain't gonna be in the water, mind you. Okay, let's move on. Yes, the mean one here. This supposed to be on the abutment because that's the bridge over there. You see the road back there? So the road go from here and there. They're supposed to fill this abutment in. But my people, y'all look at the workmanship. It showed to me that this thing was not even vibrated. Look at these steel sticking up, my people. Look at this. Look at these steel sticking up. That somebody some money. I said it the last time. He's taking bread off of the table of his family to make sure that we, Liberian, benefit. And we are unable to help him. We are unable to help him to do a good job with his money because they consider it a political project. So you will build it anyway. Unacceptable. Look at this joint here. Look at this. Look at the workmanship. When you pour concrete, you're supposed to vibrate the concrete to take the air out of it, to make sure that it's settled neatly and easily. And there are ways you can do this thing. The Wawa they put here don't even up. You can see the Wawa here higher than that other one. And this is supposed to be an abutment. I will show you what an abutment look like. Now, this is where I cry big time now. You see back there? That's sand. And this is a road way back there. So that means this is the road here. Why are we doing construction in the rainy season? What are you going to do with this? You put dirt over this right now. It's like your soul, you get hurt. It's so infinite. They cover you up, the scarf. You know what he's doing here? You know what is stuff for? He's cutting steel. He's cutting steel. And you can see here, freshly cut steel. Is this what the structural engineer put in to have a steel like this? Why are they behaving towards this person like this? Why? I showed you the machine earlier. You had the sand down here, and I believe the cement bag are probably gone already. But the environmental damage here is unbelievable. That banana tree over there, that banana tree down here. So that means this is a wet area. And that's why they're putting the bridge over it anyhow.
Is waterfront now? What do you expect waterfront to be?
Wet. I understand that. Now. I'll get you chance. Let me.
Please, because
I'll get you. Let me talk about that small. I'll get you chance.
Now.
Yeah, okay, you can fall asleep. That's okay. Yeah,
Please.
you don't have to say anything. I will just go where I have to go on. That's fine with me. So let me go on. Let me go on. So the point here, now the point on a very serious note. The point here is this. Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. So the point that I'm making here is this. Like I told you already, I said that I'll be talking both sides of my mouth tonight. From an engineering perspective, this is something that you cannot do. Look at this other one. Look at this one here. This is the abutment they're building, but look at this dirt. Look at this rainy season. But they're not going to move the dirt. They're going to pile over it. It's not dry. So the settlement that's going to happen at that road going to be separated from the bridge because that concrete is not going anywhere. It's going to unless the concrete is also selling. Okay, these are the kinds of stuff that I'm talking about. Who's in charge? That's this man money. That's his money. Who's in charge? Is it because he volunteered to do this thing for us? Therefore, unacceptable. Let me hear from you, Namwe, then I'll come back with some more.
I thank you very much, Liberal. I mean, obviously, you are an engineer, and very, experienced. I get it, but I'm having difficulty understanding where your issues are, and so I'm feeling, I'm feeling sorry for you a little bit, because I see you really struggling to point out the issues. First
I
of
told you,
all, first,
okay, if you then let me give you the issue quick so
first
you
of
can approach. Let me give you the issue quick so you can approach that. I show you that they're using municipality money to damage the environment.
okay,
That's what I try to show. Another
okay,
thing I'm showing, municipality is giving his money out to do these things and they are not doing it properly. They are using his money without building these things properly. Because municipality is spending thousands and thousands, if not millions, for future generation. And these things not gonna last. Go ahead.
well, thank you very much. And I'm not an engineer, so I will not endeavor. I will not even attempt to go into the nitty gritty of some of the stuff you're pointing out. But I can tell you this: uh, one of the major reasons why we slow down with the Jaw River Bridge, for instance, that bridge we were building in Bon County, it's simply because of the rainy season. So we don't do bridges and stuff during the rainy season. We don't. So if you look at the site there, of course there is moisture on the floor and all that because it's the waterfront. There's a river. You got to cut a path over the river, through the river. Yeah, in the process, yeah, you're gonna bring up a lot of dirt. So if you see all the dirt and all of that, that's the stuff coming from in the water.
What's about the tree that in the river? What that got to do with
Yeah, that
anything?
is a one falling tree, but you can see.
One,
I'm sure. Wait,
you
now
son,
I'm sure you
Namwe,
can
you
see the yellow
cannot do
machine.
this to
Which
me. You
I'm sure.
cannot do this to me.
I gave you almost
Namwe,
10 minutes. I
Namwe,
didn't
Namwe, you're
interrupt
gonna
you. I
have to do
gave you
better than
almost
that.
10
You
minutes.
have to
Well,
do better than
wait
that.
now. Let me help you. I gave you almost 10 minutes. I didn't interrupt, so you can see the yellow machine reaching for that tree. I'm sure they pull it out of the river. But again, hopefully an
Oh,
engineer
they're
will
gonna pull
come.
that tree off of the river.
Of course, of course. All the
Oh,
other places that you don't see
they,
without
they got
without without filling
they,
without filling the river with trees, liberal. No, that's not what we're
no.
doing.
Okay, so you
So
say
but
okay, that's fine. If
let
they
me go ahead now. Let me help you. Let me help you. One of the issues we had with the Jaw River Bridge was that the Minister of Public Works said we did not supply them with our specs, and we did. They didn't change a single thing. They approved everything that came back to
so let me.
us.
Can I ask you a
So
favor?
so
If
so
you have the
so
machine, if you have the machine that's gonna pull the tree out of the river, can you send it to me? Let me do a just here so I can pull it up as well.
No, I wasn't going to go on the tree, but you brought it up. Like I said, our engineer will talk to you at that. When I get one, I will bring him on the show and they will talk to you on the engineering part of this stuff. But I just wanted to also go over the concept, what drives what we do. We have a whole team of resident engineers in the CMC. Musa is in construction, the bridges and the road he's building, Musa is in construction. He builds stuff. That's what he does. So he already has a team that does that, that has also, branched over to the CMC. But more than that, all of our specs that we use are sent to the Ministry of Public Works, and these are approved by the Ministry of Public Works. I'm sure you will not argue with me that our engineers and Ministry of Public Works are good. The problem we're having is the funding. So these are approved. We built bridges that are still standing. The North River, the Yah River Bridge
And
in,
your statement here now, as member of the CMC, that all of these things that I'm showing were approved, and the construction method that I've
no,
been
but
doing.
liberal, you can't tell me you will investigate a construction site. This is work in progress. You're not going to
Okay, but let me
investigate work in
ask you
progress.
this:
You are going to talk
Do
to
you
me.
guys
I think
have
you're
some?
going to show
Do you?
me. I
Okay,
think you're
let me
going to
ask
show
you
me
this.
the finished
Let me
products of these bridges, and then
let me
point
ask
out
you
where
this.
we failed to address this.
Let,
But this
let
is
me
work
ask
in
you this.
progress. Obviously,
But
we're
let me.
not done
What,
yet. You know,
I'm
you,
not
you show me
muted.
some,
Will
you
you
show
let
me
me
some of
ask
the
my question?
dividers. You show me some of the dividers, and let me tell you here. You are an engineer. You know when you build a bridge, you got to make for the expansion when the bridge is hard. So you put either tar or you put rubber in between to absorb the expansion and the contraction. You know that, and you see the opening over there.
No
That's why
way,
I'm not
no
an
way,
engineer,
no way,
but this is what our
no
people are
way, no
doing.
way. You're
So
telling me, you're telling
and
me,
quite frankly,
are
I don't
you
appreciate
telling
the
me
fact
that
that you
this,
brought me here and
you're
I
telling
listen
me
to you, and you will not listen to
this is
me.
an
You gotta listen
expansion
to me
joint?
too. Let me
Are
let
you,
me say what I have
are
to
you
say.
telling me that this
Because
is
I
an
listened to
expansion
you
joint?
when you were presenting all of this. I gave you almost 15 minutes. I didn't interrupt
All right,
you.
go ahead,
I
go ahead,
listened
go
to
ahead.
you
Okay,
quietly.
I'm not gonna say
So
anything.
you will
Quiet.
give me my time.
Yeah,
So
go
all
ahead.
of
You have
this
your
stuff
time.
you're seeing here, what I would like you to do, note them down. And like I said, I'll bring an engineer. But I want also come back again when the finished work is done. Because most of the stuff you're showing me here, people are still working on this stuff, like, bro. I mean, I'm not a civil engineer or a construction engineer or whatever it is. But I do know that when work is in progress, I cannot pass judgment so quickly. I don't see it. I thought you're going to show me some major departure from engineering practice that our people are
Right
employing.
here, I'm showing you major departure. This is not an expansion joint. This is wah with concrete leaking. Look at this. Look at this little piece that I'm showing you in the corner here. It's supposed to be a 45-degree angle. Look how much concrete sticking out. This is way beyond engineering practice. So the point that I'm making here is this: when you're talking about finished product, they will come and fill this thing up, and you won't even see this. But I like the way Liberians behave when they're doing construction. They take a lot of pictures, and they show me that they are not quite ready yet.
So I would since this is usually recorded, I would definitely call the attention of our people. Like I said, I'm not an engineer, so I'm sure you're making some very, very legitimate points. But as to the point as to how the points that you're making will structurally impact what we are doing, I don't know. So our engineers will have to speak to you on that. But I can tell you, like I said, conceptually, I will tell you what we're trying to do. We don't do bridges under the rain, because that's why you remember
So
we were
what you
pulling.
saying you're doing here? That dry season here?
Again, you're on a waterfront. Do you see rain
I
falling on the people?
understand the water on the
No.
other
Do
side,
you
the
see
water
rain?
not on
Do
the
you
road.
see rain
So
falling on
is
the
it dry
people?
season? Is it dry season? They're building the bridge here?
No, I'm asking you. Do you see rain falling on these people?
That's not.
I don't. I don't see rain falling on these people. So obviously, this is moisture coming from in the water. They are
Oh my
working, but again,
goodness,
I don't know. I'm not an
You're killing
engineer.
me. No, on a very serious note, I understand your position. You don't seem to understand. But you don't seem to understand soil. Uh, right now, this type of soil, you can almost consider it plastic. The next heavy rain here, this thing gonna turn to mud. It's useless at this point. My point here is that you have this thing gonna be
But
in
you
the
you
abutment.
show me sand and cement though. You didn't see us utilizing the soil. I mean, again, you got to pot the soil to put the concrete and stuff down. I don't know. It looks to me like this is what is being done.
When you bring in the engineer, I will bring some jobs
All right, LeBron.
how they're done. They're supposed to be. My main reason here tonight is the environmental damage that is being caused in the interest of development.
So I want you to highlight some of your rescue minions. Some of the little comments in the comment section. I think this is your rescue nephew. There you go. Both chair, you should know fully well that you are speaking to a cut head chicken. What does that mean? A cut head chicken. And thanks for bringing him in the slaughterhouse. Are you kidding me? Oh, are you kidding me? Why don't you, Mr. Slaughterer, why don't you come on the show and come and slaughter the chicken on the show?
I'll leave you in the
All
show,
right.
man.
Okay. Okay. All right. Look, I will ask you to please, before we go, before I come to you guys here, let me do Nabwe a favor here. Not favor, but let me show what Nabwe then trying to achieve here. Let me show that. Okay. So Nabwe, this is what you're trying to achieve. Number one, and I will show a bunch of them here. Okay. You see this, Nabwe? Back here, you see this thing, my cursor going in? That's the one they were supposed to fill in. That's the approach slab, the abutment
But
approach slab.
but
You got to
no,
fill in.
I want you to show me a bridge under construction in the state that my bridge was in, because I can show you other photos of bridges that we have finished. The bridge over the
Okay.
Yard River, I can show you that. I can show you our finished work. You can
Okay.
show me a construction site and then you go to another site that is already completed and try to draw a comparison. That is not
No, no. I'm
acceptable.
trying to show you what you guys trying to achieve. And the point here, the reason of me showing these things, Nabwe, is that so the concept, they should be able to know what exactly they're trying to achieve here. Okay. And I just showed you earlier. Let me show this again, and we'll go to our ice cube because I got more to show. If you guys refuse to do this, I'm gonna be on this here for a very long time. If you guys cannot bring in your engineers, then don't blame me. Right here, this is the abutment again. Once again, the abutment. This is the inside the abutment that we're supposed to fill. And when you're done filling in out here, this is the area where the bridge gutters and stuff supposed to be resting on top. And you don't even have that in your stuff. So, but I don't want to you see this. There's a smooth transition here. The one that I just showed you, you're not there yet, which is okay. But I would like the reason why I only showing the environmental side of it right now, not the engineering side, because I would really like for you to bring in your engineers so that they and I can have a conversation on this. Because there's two things here that are going on in my mind. Musa Ability is a very nice person. He has given his money for this thing, but those who are advising him from an engineering perspective, I'm not even too sure if the work you're doing, whether they have public work inspector on site. And if you do have public work inspector on site, then I would say, okay, well, the people know. Because most likely they will not allow you to do those kinds of stuff that I just saw here. The public work engineers, they are not. I'm working with some of them right now. They're very demanding, very smart people. You know, but I will hope that you guys continue to take pictures, and we'll continue to peruse your site and be able to see these things. Because if we don't criticize or if we don't bring these things to pass to real, the next time you move to another bridge, hopefully
So
young
this
people.
is, I don't know if you can see this, but this is our
If you send
bridge.
it to me, I will play it. If you send
This
it
is
to me,
the
I will
bridge
play it.
over the Yao River Bridge. You can see that.
That's a modular. That's a modular of a bridge. That's not the kind of bridge construction that is happening right now. What you just showed me, that's a modular. Those things are done here for temporary bridges.
Anyway, to be honest, I do appreciate your observation, although
All right.
I
So
disagree with
that's
majority of
okay.
it.
That's
But
okay.
notwithstanding, this is something I will show to our fellows, and they will tell me what is happening. But from my layman
So
perspective,
so
which I
next
think
week, if they don't send somebody, I will go a little bit deeper.
no, please don't wait. Go ahead. But like I said,
All right.
and we'll go to your show and find the tapes, and I'll have our people when they're ready. I'll ask them to come on and address, some of the points that you're raising. But I can tell you, most of them are inconsequential to the entirety of the structures that we're building. This is work in progress. Live up for
And
Christ's
wait,
sake.
if you're
You
not
can't.
able to,
You
if
can
you are
cook
not
palm
able
butter, right? You cook palm butter. You by the time you start boiling the palm nut, then you start tasting the palm butter already.
to wait now,
Is that
the
how you
first
cook palm butter?
the first thing I go, the first mistake, if I go call the Pamela and I don't call it good, the Pamela not coming home. The guy will be falling down. That's the first thing. The
I
second thing,
agree.
if I bring it home and feeding taking all this stuff, the woman supposed to cook it, and she start cooking, and she import good material in there to make it taste good. That Pamela there is not good. I don't care how much
My
firewood
mom
you
used to
put
put
inside.
one dry bunny in the whole palm butter and still be sweet. One dry bunny.
I can see we will
And
go
then
nowhere on this conversation.
my uncle then will go and cut the palm tree down, and then they will make palm wine. I
And
think
that's exactly what's going to happen to the bridge. The bridge, this bridge,
So,
this
liberal,
bridge, the bridge. Eventually, they will use the wood for fire.
liberal, can we come in? Can we come in?
Yeah, that Walter Carter, please join me. What's on your mind? Good evening. Thank you for
So,
joining me.
so
It's
thank you so
Thursday
much, and I'd
afternoon.
like to say hi to Terry and it's the Nangme.
hey,
So you,
So, liberal,
yeah,
liberal. So you're an engineer. You come on this platform to critique a private citizen trying to help the Liberian people. You said, according to you, a public work official or a public work engineer should have been on the site to direct the people how to construct those bridges because it is for Liberian. It is not for Musa ability. What you fail to articulate here, because of Musa ability, private money he using to do this work. What you fail to articulate here is Liberian people taxpayer dollar money in
mm,
collaboration with the foreign donor money
thank you,
that
my
the
brother.
people give the Liberian government to
Uh,
construct the 100 days no car stuck in the mud road. You're talking about environmental hazard, environmental disaster. You told us on this platform that the Liberian government won't kill their own people in worse by putting plastic bags on the road. We know the roads, when it rain, the water that sit on the road, they run into river and streams and lakes where people drink from. Do you know the effect of plastic bag? Plastic bag never get rotten, but plastic bag put up some poisonous agent that is so dangerous for our consumption. You're not talking about that. You don't care about that one. But you care about Musa Ability project that he's trying to help. Where the government like Bureau failed to even provide place for people to cross. The minimal breaches you're talking about, the little small breaches that people use to cross and go into their villages on their farm, those are the breaches Musa Ability is using his own money to construct. That's where you come and critique. I can see if you're giving your honest observation and advice to the team to build those breaches properly. But I cannot see when you're politicizing it and you're critiquing Musa ability, like he forming, I mean, you carry on a disaster for Liberian people. I disagree with you on that one. I think you must call your government out and you must be honest about it. And this is where we call the intellectual dishonesty about you guys on this platform, especially you,
thank
the liberal progressive.
thank you, thank you. I hope
thank you,
Musa,
my brother. Thank you
Musa
very
and
much. The
people,
man say he
your
had to
friend,
cry more than if he want to
your
cry more than they bereaved. He said cry
your
for Musa
your
baby
your
mommy.
your friend your friend again tonight. That's okay. That's okay.
We
Thank
always
you,
been
my
friends.
brother.
We always been friends. I
I
told I
hope
told
Musa
them we
So
always been
Ability.
can
friends.
I
I hope,
come in
yeah,
small,
yeah,
liberal?
yeah, Terry. I hope Musa Ability and people will take the tape of you critiquing or rejecting my point here tonight, which is okay. That's what
No,
we
I'm
do
not
here on the
rejecting
topic.
it. I'm just telling you, you can't. We didn't politicize it. Just be objective
Okay.
about what you're saying.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Engineering process. You can't politicize engineering process. There's no way you do that. You will fall because it's based on true assessment. As I
I
show
think I
things,
think the point Wilton is making, which I agree with, is in the grand scheme of things. Yes, the observations you are making, like we said, we will refer those to our team and they will address those. But in the grand scheme of things, I think he's talking about the greater good that the CMC is doing for our people.
which I agree with.
You
Nambe,
see
I already made that point.
put motorbike on a rafter and cross it over the
I've
river,
already
and a
made that
whole bunch
point.
of people.
I've
We're trying to
already
relieve
made
the
that
problem.
point. I've already made that point. If the
You
man
should be
gonna take
thanking
that
us,
kind of
rescue people.
money,
You should be thanking us. But you're
no, no,
welcome.
no, and I appreciate that. But the point that I'm making, if the man gonna spend that kind of money, it must be done properly because he's not doing it for just temporary stuff. He's doing it for the future. And those who are responsible to utilize his money must make sure they do it right. What I just show you here, this type of stuff will not pass the smell test, let alone construction process. Let's hear
So,
from you,
liberal, who you can hold for
Terry.
this? Who you can hold for this,
Yeah,
liberal?
so Keto, wait now. Let me speak back.
Go
Go
ahead.
Because
ahead,
I
Go
don't
ahead.
know
Remy.
why the Tabata Layrock is critiquing from his fee of from his era. He does that with every engineering process. Not because our people are poor, so you should just give them mischief. And then you want to critique government project, but you don't want for anybody to critique your project you're doing that's supposed
I
to
don't hear
last
liberal
for the
talk about this.
sustainability
I
of
don't hear
people.
him talk about the Saclipia to Totan to Chien to
Labor
Covington
have been
Road.
talking about most of the
I don't
rules
hear
that
you. I don't hear
CDC
you.
built,
I never hear you
all
yet,
the
Terry.
defaults. He talked about unity party rule, government rule. He talked about the 22 million and what we have
Okay.
been done. Labor have done that. That is like
Hey,
to say, it's
rescue
like
two,
to
go
say
ahead.
somebody. I'm sitting down listening to somebody preaching and take the verse of scripture and turn it upside down. My whole body will be jittering. That how labor is feeling. So I see where labor coming from. He's telling you that this project, if you do it this way, it's not going to be sustainable for the people. So it become a political project that you're trying to do something to win the people vote. Is that why Mr. Ability is doing? No. He's saying no. He know that Musa Ability is an honest man and he means well. But the people he got working with him when they're doing these things is not correct for the sustainability of the community. It's just that simple. And you made Mr. Nangme made a fine statement. We will take a look at it. Then they kept on Tabata talking about go to
When I
government
tell you,
project,
you get
blah
the
blah
make
blah.
it
All
tell
of
when
that.
you tell your own.
But I
Yeah,
was
but
talking
the
about who?
reality
But
is that
But I was talking.
But you
let
the
not
man
be
who
who.
not Terry,
But
you
the
the man
man
who
not
not
be who.
you
But
the
But
man
the
who
who.
the man who is talking about who?
the reality is, Terry, the reality is the government is a regulatory arm for these breaches. The government have
But
people
that's why
that will
the
regulate.
government.
Why
Oh,
the government
so
falling short?
so does that mean if the government have regulatory arm, so labor can talk about it?
So, you blame
He
the
can show
government.
you the mistake.
You blame the government.
No, no,
I
no,
will
no,
still
no.
blame everything on the
That's
government.
why we have this show here for to educate the people. The man is in his era of specification. He giving you all the diagram and everything to make you to understand that this project is not sustainable. All you need to do, okay, we will look at it. But I think, we'll take what you're saying in consideration and we'll relook at it. I will talk about that. What Mr. Nangwe says, just that, just it. But
Yeah,
you decide to
Mr.
haul
Number
it.
want to be
And when you haul
professional
it now,
and
then that the player will count in. Because
yeah, I'm
if
going
you
to come
want,
in.
give me
I'm going to
now.
come in,
You know,
Terry,
Where
most
now,
things.
Mr.
because
Koda? Where now? You come be proud tonight?
Eh,
Because you ain't get a show last night.
he get show ladder, so
no show last
he
night.
nothing happy. He was all on internet looking for show. Mr. So say he not coming. Mr. So just jump up, then he jump from there.
Oh God.
Yeah,
No, but
but I say
Terry, on a serious note, Musa Belete is
Musa
doing something that the government should be doing.
is
And
a
if Musa
political
Belete doing it,
project.
the government
It's
is
a
supposed to
political
come and help
project,
Musa
brother.
So
Belete
let me
You
say
know,
this
implement
here.
it.
Let me say this here again before
Mhm.
you guys came in. I said Musa ability is doing a fine job as an individual. I said Musa Ability is taking from a page of the Constitution that says all Liberians have the freedom to move freely any part of the country. And Musa Ability is saying, with whatever little money that I have, I will use that for the people to move freely. And I will build bridges, I will build roads. And he's using his own money. Let's be serious. He's taking money from his children's food table. I don't care if he's rich. I told you the last time, I said the money he's spending not coming back. The money not coming back. He's spending it gone. And the people who are around him, they should be able to do a good job so that these things that he's building will stand for a long time. The bridge they're putting in, the steel that I'm looking at, can they tell me what kinds of truck weight that are going to go over that bridge? Have they already determined that? Or they just pulling it there because they need to put it there? Can they show us their calculation? Can they show us their drawing?
Yes. We have
if you
all
can
those.
show those things, I will be happy to share.
We have all those, liberal.
If you can show
I
those,
already told you the Ministry of Public Works. You understand me? We submit all of our specs to the Ministry of Public Works.
I agree.
And the Ministry of Public Works in our republic, they are the supervising agency. They are the sectoral experts on this matter.
So but if you have that, and I'm running my mouth here, I'm talking about Tabata here about Musa Ability Project, to shut me off, provide those drawings to me as well, and I will share with the public. And if I have to eat crow, I will eat crow. But from all indication, everything that I looked at here, Namwe, when you're building a concrete structure, they just did a similar stuff like that in Town. They built a school building, and it's falling apart.
Who did they?
Well, we get a contract to another guy who shall take my eyes off of the ball.
Because we are also building schools. We are building one in Margibi. I can tell you that.
Not you guys. I mean, the guy that got the contract, I took my eyes off the ball. I didn't pay it too much because I thought he was going to do so. I didn't pay attention. But then they failed. I blame myself too as an engineer and somebody from Total. I think I should have done better. But that's besides that. But the point that I'm making here is this: when you're forming a concrete structure, okay, even if you're using wawa, concrete is heavy, and that's why when they form, they have braces. They brace the concrete because when the concrete is mixed with water, it's heavy, push the wawa out, and so you brace it. But the joint, it has to be tight. But what I saw here, the joints is like almost an inch apart, and you have concrete slipping through. That money going to waste.
Okay.
That's not only that. So the one that's seeping through now is sticking out almost an inch. So when they put the dirt over it, unless you're going to go and grind that whole area and make it smooth, so you put the dirt on it, they're not going to do it. They will put a dirt right inside. So you filling this up with dirt. The water go into that dirt, into the concrete that's sticking out. Concrete, no water can go through concrete unless they have a hole in it. So the water going to seep away around and go into your abutment. Over the years, you have issues.
Observation well noted. Thank you, sir.
So I'm not here to say Musa Ability Project is not good. The environmental side, yeah. I bet you if you were to invite the environmental agency to come and look at the kind, they will condemn it. What that tree did to you, that tree that you throw in the water, the tree can cause my cause now too. What's the reason of you throwing that tree in the water? You throw in the water in the river, where is the tree gonna go?
So again, let me caution you.
Now, here's the
You
thing
are
here. Now,
passing, you're
The
let me just
the
passing, you're
justice minister will
passing,
put
you're
out
no,
three
no,
in
no.
passing
jail.
Hold on a
judgment.
bit. Let me help you
You're
out.
passing. Well,
Let me
well, how do
help
you
you
know
out.
we didn't? How do you know we didn't replant that tree? You're passing judgment on
The chief
Let me
justice
help
will
you
put
retroactively.
out.
out three in
Where
jail.
you
How
need
do
to
you
tell
know we
me,
didn't
where
replant that
this is
tree?
where you need to tell me. That
So
tree we put it in there so the fish can get place to hide. Aha.
I don't know if that's how we do it,
Oh,
but
it's somewhere
again,
you got
again,
nothing, man.
like I said,
You get,
I'm not an engineer
tell
who's
your
doing. I'm not an
tell
engineer
your
who's doing that.
if
So,
like I said, when I'm
but I
involved,
can.
I told you the last time, I don't want money. I'm broke. Right now I can't even make my
No, I
bills.
don't think. I don't believe this is your
But
motivation.
I
I think.
don't
I
I
think
don't
you.
need anybody money to do something that the person is spending their money to do.
Mhm.
If I can help, I don't need the money. I will help. I don't mind that. And I'll give you an example. Next week, you will see I'll put a video from all the way to Eureka, 7 hours away from Sacramento. No Liberian person will ever see my project over there unless I go and show it. They finished the bridge now. They finished the road that I designed. And I'm going to showcase over there. I was just thinking about it today that I think if I go and do that, I'll get tears in my eyes. Doing all these things here for the other community, and I can't do something like that for my own because the people are so greedy that when you go help, they think say that you want your job.
So,
They're so greedy
liberal. Let me thank you
to
very.
let you do what you're supposed to do. They're not going to do it. As a
Yeah.
result, they will continue to take shortcuts and hurt our people. Let's hear from you on this.
Let me thank you very much, and I hope that eventually we will come to you.
No,
And
this time, said
if
Musa
not,
ability refuse to call
if
me your car will charge you. So
if
your
not,
car, your car
yeah,
will charge you. Your
yes.
car.
If
Mm-hmm.
if yeah, if I believe we at some point in time will come to you
Oh,
to
yeah, sure.
either get your advice or probably even make you a part of the team. And we thank you for your observation. But I can tell you that our work is performed in, of course, in within the specifications of our government, the Ministry of Public Works. Again, I'll refer you back to July of last year. The brouhaha in Bon County, that is what that was over. And eventually, we were given the permit after we submitted all of our drawings. So yes, we do pay very, very particular attention to the details of our work. And so what you showed me there, again, I would say this is work, in progress. We're not anywhere near done with those bridges that you showed. But notwithstanding, we hope that our guys who are the frontline people on the engineering, will at some point in time, will avail themselves, to talk about some of these things and how they do their work. But rest assured, our quality passes the quality control test, and our specs are within bounds of the Republic of
Nambwe.
Liberia.
Nambwe leave some room. So you don't can't eat crow on my show here. Leave some room. What
I,
quality even means leave some room.
I already live in no room now. I ain't let you talk
No,
over me.
you know that when you speaking of that, I will call
I,
Sissy on you.
man, I
You
waiting
need
for
to
rescue three. I waiting for the little mosquito rescue three. I
You
know.
call Sissy, how you call Sissy on it, man? All the time I will still blame your rescue team, your rescue government, you putting off it. You as savage as you are in engineering, especially road construction. Well, all of what you say about this government and the president, they ain't call you. All the team I thought, all the road, you not show them everything that you savage, they ain't call you. That Musa Benete, later helping like bring people that it will come. What you might
Hey,
call?
my
Look,
brother.
Libra, let's be serious here. Let's be serious here.
but I don't want
Prevail
no my
on the
point my
Liberian government. I come in, Libra. Prevail on the Liberian government so they can oversee the construction of these bridges Musa Benete is building for the people. Free of charge. You should prevail on the Liberian government. Say this young man is doing a marvelous job for our people. The man only need guardians. That's all he need. So if the Republic of
that
Liberia
is
can
song
excel
and that is song
engineer,
I singing and that is song I singing here.
yeah, let them do it. The government has all the money. They ain't doing nothing for the people. A private citizen can just send somebody there to say, okay, I will supervise this work on behalf of the Liberian government. So Musa, but they don't want to do it. Because the first thing, they start to stop the man from doing this kind of work because they feel the man will get political capital. And the government so afraid. If you afraid, then they pick up the phone, they boom,
Oh,
building
we
bridges
got
and roads
show
for
in
Liberian
Africa,
people.
Cambodia. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead. Terry, please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Labor
So
is
Terry,
trying
take it
to,
from me. Take it. Go ahead, Terry.
yeah. So, Keto, that was the government even told Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Ability the last time that some of the things he was doing did not follow in alignment with the procedure of construction, of especially constructing of bridges. The government told him before, and he went back and they were able to rectify some of the errors. And he came back to the government told him to proceed. But again, the government not going to be running behind him in every little corner as to what he's doing.
Actually, the
All right.
government is, Terry, the government is, and I'm glad you said
Okay.
procedurally, not specific, not technically or doing or specifications. The government ran behind us in Bond. They ran behind us in Bapalu. You remember,
But also will
Botokan,
make noise. And
Senator
then we
Botokan.
start
Yeah.
making noise,
Yeah,
then they
Senator
So,
stop.
Botokan. Senator Botokan and the team, they went and stopped us when we tried to build a bridge there in Bapalu, and up to now, they haven't built us to a bridge. The government went behind us also in Bond County when we tried to build a
but
bridge.
what I learned was that it was not just procedural error in Bond County. The government said your project did not meet the standard required to build that kind of bridge in a particular area.
Not true.
Or
Not true at all.
well,
Not
I
at all.
think the last time I remember your project was something around. I think you're estimating something around 400 to 500,000,
Five hundred
and the
thousand,
government went up to 1 million.
over
And
almost 2 million, almost.
so, but
Yeah.
that was not procedural error. Now
No,
they wanted something better,
no. Not only
something.
that. No, no. Here, let me lay it out for you.
So
Okay.
so
We when we costed this bridge, and we still maintain that cost less than
All
five
right,
hundred
guys,
thousand. The government went out to
let me
give
take
them.
this call.
They
Let
went
me
out
take
to
this
give
call,
them the
please.
contract, and then they'll build a
Hold
bridge
on,
for
caller.
wait
Hold on.
now rescue. Oh, you understand?
Hold on, let
They
me
went out
take
to
this
get
call.
to also give them the bridge, and then they will build for almost three times what we were building it for, and we said no.
Okay, okay. Let me
That
caller.
money, that budget
Now
is not
wait, hold
justified. They
on
didn't
now.
argue with us anymore. They told us to go ahead and
Hold
do the
on
bridge.
now. All your
So they
people.
wanted to
Okay.
build a bridge for three times the price
We on the
that
road. Caller,
we were
just hold
building the
on 1 minute,
bridge
please.
for. That was the point of contention.
Thank you, Nabwe. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind? You what? You what? Your phone breaking up.
My name is Patrick Sidhu, and I'm calling.
Oh, Patrick, the other phone not doing you a good job, yo. Patrick, are you there?
Yeah, and I'm calling from Riverdale, Georgia.
Okay, try again because it not coming on correctly. But go ahead, try again. What's on your mind, sir?
First, let me commend you for the show, and good evening to your panelists.
Thank you.
Question for Mr. Nambi, the CMC representative or the CNC diaspora official. Mr. Namwe, my first question, I will plead with you that I will
your phone is killing us, my brother. Your phone is killing us. You mind if I call you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me call you. Let me put my pound on for it. Then I'll call you right back.
Okay.
Yeah, because your phone. I know you got some serious stuff you want to talk about, but your phone is not.
And the man said calling from Georgia.
Somebody man calling all the way from Vugudu, somewhere in Lofa County.
And the man, he can bring Huawei on our show.
Hello.
Okay. Hello, sir.
All right, much better, Patrick. Let's hear from you. What was it you wanted to talk about?
All right. So, I have followed Mr. Namwe of recent times on various platforms. First question to him is that has he in the past affiliated with any political party in Liberia?
I can answer that one for you.
I mean, Mr. Two, I mean, I want the guest himself to answer so that,
All right,
you know.
you will answer after you're done with your question. Bring because you won't, when he's talking, you won't be able to hear him. So go ahead, make
Okay, okay, okay. All right, so I mean, unfortunately, I can't get a direct. Unfortunately, I can't have a direct engagement with him.
right.
But my follow up would have been to him is that because I mean I've overheard him talking about the progressive in the past. So I don't know which faction of the progressive that.
Yeah, myself from the same area.
Um, so so I mean whether it was the LPP with or it was the UPP, you know,
We were in the middle between Baka Mafia and Tipo Tech. Were in the middle.
Oh, so you know, my question.
Imon Sawyer type of progressive. That's what we were.
Yep, but I mean the progressive were divided into two parties.
Yeah.
So People's Party with Dr. Sawyer, Tipute, the late Dusty Woodcocky, Drew Mason, they were all in that faction. Then you go on the other side with Bacchus, Councillor Chair Chipo.
Those were the far left progressive. Tipute then was the and Dr. Sawyer, and from my perspective, Dr. Sawyer and the rest of the other group, they were the in the middle progressive. Tipute, you can call him far right progressive because you are not.
Tipute was Moja.
I know that. That's why I make it far right progressive because you are not aggressive. He was the one. Let take it easy. Let take it easy. Go ahead.
All right. So my question to Mr. Nangu would be is that what did he see within the progressive that did not what did he see in the progressive that made him to become part of them, and then now that he see in Mr. Ability that have caused him to shift his political affiliation or alliance.
Thank you.
And then I just have one more question or two more questions, so please.
All right.
So before I ask the question, I will make this premise. I don't know whether he watched the TRC or he listened to the TRC. If he has not, I recommend to him listening to Chief Siri Allen. Chief Siri Allen make an interesting comment about Mr. Benedict. Even though I would say in fairness to Mr. Benedict, he did not accuse him outrighty of being corrupt, but he made an interesting comment about Mr. Benedict, about how he began to reach his business activities, and everybody knows it's open secret that he made his brief from the ignorant government of Dr. Sawyer. Then came to Ellen. Ellen, it was so obvious that his radio station, Truth, it was used as the recruitment institution or facility for government jobs. I can name you 4 people that I know that personally came from there. I know them personally. Bruce Mark came from there. Christopher Selig came from there. Abu Kamara came from there. Abu Jaja came from there.
All right.
So
thank you. Rita, we appreciate it. I will let Nabwe take an answer off the air. Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, Nabwe. Go ahead, make your point. You want to answer him now? You can.
Yes. Yeah. Let me thank my brother there for his inquiry. I come from the PPP. I did not associate with PAL when I came on the scene. The Progressive Alliance of Liberia was already changing into the Progressive People's Party, which later on became the United People's Party. That has been my lineage politically. I was with UPP for 25, 30, 40 years. I've been with all along. The only time I ever branched out was one. I supported the CPP last election. That was the only time I didn't support a UPP candidate because we didn't feel a candidate. Musa Belete is he has progressive background. He said that I think 2 weeks or so on one of the interviews. Yeah, he I think he found Dr. Sawyer. He found a mentor in Dr. Sawyer. And all of us, we come from different we're influenced by this different progressives. But I think Musa Belete, he said he was influenced by Dr. Sawyer. So by that, I will put him in the Moja and the LPP category. But look, most of my friends are LPP and Moja cadres, Alari Toba, Abraham Mitchell, Yankwe Cabo, Dubai Yan, all of these guys, we all come from, and from my UPP side, talking about Samuel Saba, Edward Farley, Seola Kessley, Michael Josh, but all of us, though we had an ideological divide, but we're best of friends. We mingle, we have all the fun together. Now, let me say this. The progressive community, we have been blamed for so many things, but we've never given a fighting chance. We never given a chance to prove to our people what we were telling them. I see that being represented in Musa Hassan Belete. Musa Hassan Belete has changed the way politics is being practiced in Liberia. He will not come into our people to tell them, say, give us power and we'll do X, Y, and Z. We're doing ABC, and then we'll tell that to you. This is what we're doing, but this is what is possible if you think we earn or we merit your trust. Give it to us, and we'll do more for you. That's it. For that, that is what I've been advocating for all my life. I come from the student community through the national politics. I was the vice president for LANSU, Liberia National Student Union. So that has been to give our people what we think they justly deserve. So that is the short side of a very long story.
Thank you, Nabwe. Thank you for coming tonight. We appreciate it. I hope you will
It has been a great honor and pleasure. Thank you all very much.
We'll come to you to give us your closing, then you can give us a great pleasure and honor, whatever you want to do, you give your speech here. That your great honor and pleasure that what we'll eat, like brown people suffering that, you can't get up some.
All right. Bisawa would say, I was sitting here.
You got a closing?
Yeah, I can just give my closing. Sorry
go ahead.
Yeah. So Musa Belete, Mr. Nangbe, I beg to say that you guys are just in it to spoil it. Because nothing there. And it's good to be part of a.
What does that mean?
It's good to be part of a small thing that have a big future, which is fine. I can give you that. You don't have to follow the crowd. If you believe that there are prospects,
hold on 1 minute. Rescue
that there are prospects, you can lay your basket and hope to cash. But at the end of the day, you and I know that Musa Belete is not going anywhere when it comes to taking over state power now in Liberia. Not that he might not, but
you alone know
this
that.
time,
don't put me in it. Yeah, you alone know that.
But here's the thing.
Kerry, you alone know that. I know that.
Getting in the race to spoil it, that way you did spoil it and get your own cut at the end of the table. Because that is what electoral power is like.
We will shock you.
But nothing is out for Musa. Musa is late. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, John Sonny. All right, okay. Rescue 3, let's hear from you.
How you doing?
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. You'll be the last caller. Let's hear from you.
Thank you for the show. It's the topic on the discussion is very interesting topic. But Mr. Nangbe is a bit better. When we come to the show, we got to keep the tea on the fire. But in the sense that he will come on the show, on our show, and call me. Then when we write our comment, they say, I like the comment. So you want to be she, you want to be good, but don't be she good. In the sense that Mr. Nangbe, I can't call him a progressive. I can say he's a member of the dishonor progressive.
Wait, one of the what?
Oh my god!
Wait, I I thought you said I was calling me. You can't show now. You calling me already?
Mr. Nagbe almost delayed behaving political ground hopper. He want to also if they went behind Cummings, they didn't see their way through. Now they coming behind. Musa is my kinsman. Musa is a neighbor, as a neighbor. We will support him. When you go wrong, we will tell him that you're going wrong. We appreciate the work that he's doing. He has done that in our country. But some of the political sycophants that behind him just because of the cash that comes from Qatar to be able to get the state on the floor to do tomorrow and say that I'm the political godfather and this and that, to manipulate the whole system just to eat on the cash, I don't think we support our idea. During the second one coming to Keto coming on the show tonight, he's very indifferent on this Nangbe. Keto, the frustration that you don't have from your project phone, don't end on this show tonight. Now you have to tell me that somebody stole, the other says, Monday can be a blind behind. Just for 2023 or the 2026, now you're still your own project phone. Thank you for your show, both here.
Thank you. Thank you, Rescue 3. Water cutter, take us home. 1 minute.
Thank you. I think Rescue 3, he misplaced tonight on this platform, so I will spare him.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I will spare him. so, liberal, like I said to you, the Liberian government is responsible for developing the country, building bridges and roads to help alleviate the movement of our people. For a private citizen to take on that venture to help alleviate that burden of the Liberian people, it should be assisted, it should be encouraged, it should be supported massively by the government, especially when you're using your own funds. Even if the bridge costs 500,000 from their angle and the government fee that bridge is 2 million, the government is being helped $500,000. Uh, 1,500,000, that they can put up front to purchase the 500,000 from Mozambique to build the $2 million bridge that they want to build there and make sure that it is implemented. If you know you want to alleviate, especially the president said he's roll, and in a major area where people are stranded from crossing over because of bad bridge or river collapse and all that kind of stuff. Isn't it something good if somebody gave you 500,000 for you to match that person's money as a government to be able to construct the bridge there? Isn't it something good? And I keep saying to us, we should not be intellectually dishonest. We should hold his government feet to fire. Musa Belete ain't got nothing to lose. He can hold his money. The poor Bonkante they won't be able to cross the bridges that when he faced that bridge they will cross. Or the people of Babulu. He can hold his money and give it to his family and give it to his friends. But who is responsible to doing those things? The government of Republic of Liberia. So the government should do the right thing. They shouldn't build roads with plastic bags
Thank you. Thank
that
you.
will
That play
cause
coming good. Thank
environmental.
you.
Mr. To, you as I said, and I know
You
you
said
championing
one.
it
We
because it's
said
from your
1 minute.
heart.
You passed 1 minute now. Now
So
where
you
you
don't want
got
me to
your
talk about the
closing?
plastic bag rule.
Thank
No,
you. Thank
I will
you.
give some of my
Mhm.
Thank
time
you.
to Mr. Keto. Let me go ahead,
No,
liberal.
no,
Please.
baby, that I'm
Yeah.
liberal,
So,
that I'm
yeah, thank you,
democratic,
Dangbe. You
I'm a
don't want to talk about the
dictator. Yeah, we
plastic
don't
bag
do no.
rule.
I don't
So
understand
let
the
us talk
whole
about okay,
discipleship. I'm missing Mr. Soul, man, already.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're not
Let's talk
coming.
about the plastic bag rule.
No,
Let's
no,
talk
we're
about
not
how
talking about it. We're
dangerous
not
it
talking
is
about
for
that.
the health of the
We'll talk
people.
about that. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful guest here tonight. Now, wait, let's hear your closing.
But thank you very much, liberal, and to my, my rescue three brother. If you remember, Musa Hassan Ability headed the CPP. Maybe you don't remember that. So, yeah, the CPP supported the candidacy of Mr. Cummings. But I worked with Musa there briefly, and I saw flashes of what is happening now, and that is why I'm following. Like I said, all my life I've been with the UPP, PPP UPP. But it's gonna be it has been great being here tonight. like I said, my liberal brother, thank you very much for the observations that you raised on our bridge projects. And I'll do the best I can to share these with the our engineering crew. And who knows? Maybe you have some legitimate concerns there, or again, maybe those are just early observation because this is work in progress. But it has been great being here. Thank you very much for the opportunity to come
Thank
here
you.
and propagate the CMC message.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And you're welcome anytime on this platform. In fact, you're a part of us anyway. So you don't have to go anywhere else. You can come here, talk your tabata. Your tabata is free here. We're not going to charge you because you're part
I'm
of the
part of
team.
Mr. Slow team. I'm part of the
So
team here.
Libra, Libra,
This
just so
team,
you
this
know,
team too hostile.
Libra, just so you know, we are part of the opposition, so
Thank you
we
very
cannot
much,
fight
Mr.
again,
Lee.
okay? So if you're trying for me to get at Mr. Nangme, then you making a sad mistake. We are part of the opposition, so
So
we can't
the
fight each other no more.
opposition you're doing, you think wait, you think the CDC they will get you a chance to lift your head? Even
Oh,
if you
Mr.
join
Nangme,
them,
don't answer that question.
even if
yeah,
they
okay.
It's a
I'll
trap
they
for you.
even if they all join them, they will
You
not let you
want
Mr.
speak.
Nangme is not on the
you
witness
want
stand.
us you want us to show our hand, but we're not answer the question there.
Yeah. He's not
All
on the
right,
Opposition,
guys.
witness stand, Libra.
opposition unity. But thank you very much, Lebron.
Thank you, and I'll
Thank
say
you,
good
Mr.
night to all of you.
Keto, and thank you, Mr. Collins, who left us. Thank
Mhm.
you to the audience, the callers, as well as Rescue 3. Good
Thank
night.
you, thank you. Again, folks, Samson to Labra Pablito. Want to thank all of you again tonight for joining us. We'll say good night to you. Join Mr. So tomorrow where we will be here to have a wonderful, wonderful conversation. This is Samson to Labra Pablito, host a conversation with Samson to. Good night.